Welcome back to Paddle West, the best place to learn English. I am Clara, your virtual instructor for today's lecture. Today, we will discuss how to write IELTS Task 1 bar chart. The bar chart is a type of graph that appears quite frequently on the IELTS Writing Academic Task 1. We will discuss it with the help of an example. The graph below shows the average daily sales of selected food items at the Vista Cafe by season. Summarize the information by selecting and reporting the main features and make comparisons where relevant. The first step is to analyze the question. The title of the graph is Average Daily Sales by Number of Servings. The horizontal axis has 5 different food items. The vertical axis tells us the number of servings sold. The data is given for 2 seasons, winter in black color and summer in gray color. Now, what do we need to compare here? We have to compare the average daily sales of different food items. We can also compare the average daily sales of these food items in summer to that in winter. Now, we will have a look at the data. First, we will have a look at the data for winter. The highest sale is of hot coffee, 75. Second highest, soup, 50. Salad and ice cream are 25 each. The lowest is iced coffee, almost 0. Now, we will have a look at the data for summer. The highest sale is of iced coffee, 40. Second highest, ice cream, 35. Hot coffee is 30. Soup and salad are 25 each. The analysis part should not take more than 2 minutes. Now we will move to the next part, writing the introduction. In the introduction, we will paraphrase the task title and mention the main features of the graph. Avoid copying exact phrases and sentences from the task and graphic title. I'm going to mute my mic while I'm typing it out because I'm typing this live. And so, I want you to see me actually typing the introduction and the general overview. Very often people just show you a finished product, and I think it's really helpful for you to see it being done and written out word by word. That way you can really see how sentence structure is put together. You should complete this in 2 to 3 minutes. I used illustrates instead of shows. How many instead of the number of. Certain instead of selected. And every day instead of daily. I also changed the graph to the given bar graph. And by season to in 2 different seasons. That's how you will paraphrase the introduction. The next part is the general overview. From general, I mean general. It should not be specific. You should try to avoid using the highest and lowest here, unless you have no other way. Here we can write that the data for winter and summer was different. Sales of some items were more in winter and sales of others were more in winter. We can start the overview with overall, it is evident that, and then the information. Now, look at how I write this down. Overall, it is evident that the average daily sales of each food item changed when the season changed. Certain items were more popular in the winter, but certain others were more popular in the summer. I did not write that. While sales of hot coffee were highest, sales of iced coffee were lowest in the winter. On the other hand, sales of iced coffee were maximum in the summer. That would have been a piece of specific information about the highest and lowest items, rather than a general statement. So, the overview shall be a summary, which summarizes the whole graph. Now, we will move on to the body paragraphs. In this graph, one body paragraph should contain information about the winter. In the second body paragraph, we should provide data about the summer compared with the winter. Each paragraph should start with an introduction line. We can start the body paragraph 1 with, certain food items had much higher sales than others in the winter. This sentence tells the reader what this paragraph would be about. Then, we will start providing the data from the highest to the lowest. Hot coffee had the highest number of sales, with an average of 75 servings sold daily. After this, we would provide data for the second highest, that is, soup. We will use a connector while starting this sentence. The sentence will be, following this, the item with the second highest number of sales was soup, with an average of 50 servings sold daily. After this, we will write about the remaining items. As salad and ice cream have the same figures, we can group them, and we will make this a compound sentence by adding the information for ice cream. The sentence will become, salad and ice cream had average daily sales of 25 servings each, and iced coffee had the lowest number of sales, with close to 0 servings sold daily. This completes body paragraph 1 as we have provided information about each and every item given in the graph. It is very important that you should not miss any of the items given in the graph. If you miss an item here, you will not get even 6 bands in the task achievement. So, in order to get a 6 in task achievement, don't miss any item. The higher band score will depend on how you present the data for each item. Now, we will move to body paragraph 2. This will also start with an introduction line. This paragraph will be about the sales in summer, and we can make a comparison with winter sales. I would write a very good introduction line, which will cover both these aspects. Here we go. The sales numbers for each food item were different in the summer from what they were in the winter. Now, we will again start with the item with the highest sales and move downwards. The sales of iced coffee were the highest, at 40. This figure increased by a huge amount as compared to summer. We can write, iced coffee sales rose significantly to an average of 40 servings sold daily. I have written, rose significantly. Here you cannot write rapidly, or quickly, or very fast, because it is not a line graph or a bar chart, with the timeline on the horizontal axis. In this type of bar chart, you can use words such as significantly, drastically, slightly, etc. Now we will write about the next item after coffee, which is ice cream. The sales increased from 25 to 35. This is a minor change if we compare it with the change in iced coffee sales. Our sentence will become, sales of ice cream were slightly less than iced coffee, which increased moderately as compared to winter, with 35 servings sold daily. Now we will talk about the remaining items. The sales of hot coffee decreased from 75 to 30. Sales of both soup and salad were 25, which was the lowest. So the sentences would become, hot coffee sales fell to just 30 servings daily. Soup and salad had the lowest number of sales, with 25 servings sold daily on average. We have given the details of each and every item in winter and summer, and compared the sales figures between these seasons. This completes the answer to this question. Now, I will proofread the whole essay to make sure there are no mistakes in it. Iced was missing before coffee, in the last paragraph. The rest of it looks fine. Thanks for watching this video. I hope that it is useful for your IELTS preparation. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for the latest videos on IELTS and PTE.